are going to be coloring this. Before I start coloring though, I am going to pop up and show you why I'm so late. So we are going to be doing this picture. I forgot to grab my colors, which I'll grab on my way back. So the reason I am so late today, please don't mind the mess, is these two. These two needed all of the attention that they could possibly get today. They're very cute, and I love them very much, but they are very noisy when they feel like it. So, and then we've got these two who decide to start fighting whenever they feel like it. So, this is why I'm late so often, because I have critters causing problems everywhere. So, I love them. But sometimes I do occasionally get a little bit aggravated because I can't get what I need to get done. And just pardon me for 1 minute while I go give them a Cheez-It to get them to settle so that I can actually talk to you guys. Do you need a Cheez-It? Yeah. Will that make everything better? I will give you your blanket back. You're going to make your Cheez-It. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes it just happens. They are very cute, and I love them very much. But sometimes there is a temptation to invent a birdie muzzle. Probably wouldn't be very nice, but probably wouldn't work very well either, but you know. I'm not actually about to muzzle my birds. I may threaten to make them into chicken nuggets on occasion, but I would never actually. So, I know nobody was in here just yet with that, but a lot of people will see it when I put it on my page. My living room is a disaster, but that's because I'm in the middle of working on it. And this book is one that I really like. I haven't worked in it much because so many of the pictures are so intricate, it's not even funny. Like, this is one of the milder ones. And then there's some that just wouldn't be long enough, but like this guy. This guy's probably going to be a 2 or 3 video. But then you've got your stuff like these that are... Some of them are too simple to use. Some of them, like this. This would be about maybe 10 minutes. Others seem like they would need a little bit more. I forgot to fix my chat filter. I mean, it's a really great book. This one I have to figure out how to make the horizontals work. I've tried it a couple of times and it just keeps flipping back to vertical. But there's a few on here that we'll be able to do, and there's quite a few that I have to figure out how to make it horizontal first. And some of them we won't do online unless we're doing a multi-picture day. But they're kind of awesome. I think we did this one together one day. But I really like this. This is almost a tattoo I could see having myself. But let's see. What color do we want to make the hourglass? I think we're going to do my blue because I can. We'll make this part like a metallic, but this is going to be my shiny blue. And the great thing with the more abstract stuff like this is no two tattoos are exactly the same unless they're done intentionally that way. So my interpretation of it is something I can get away with, which helps. And I think I want this part. It's a start. We're getting there. I need a good silver. I think I might continue my blue up to this part and then just do this in the silver. And I hate that my camera doesn't really show it, but this is a very shimmery metallic colored pencil. I went a little deeper down there than I meant to. It happens. So I hope everybody's had a good week. I know I'm way behind schedule, but you will get your long form and live and short of the kittens later. I usually try to do at least my short before I go live, but I had a ton to get done today. Also had to fight my birds on whether or not I was cleaning their covers. They get very upset because their blankets do sit at the back of their cage, or on the back of their cage. So anytime I take their blankets, they get very upset and very noisy. But the teals just came out of the dryer and it's too hot to put on their cage. And the Conyers is in the dryer. So they're just going to have to be okay with not having them for the moment. Alright, where'd it go? They have opinions about me and the horse I rode in on right now. Oh. Try giving him another treat. Are you quite finished? Huh? Can we have a few minutes, please? Meanwhile, my teals are being just perfect little citizens. Okay, let's see if we can get back to what this is supposed to be about. So yeah, my life is not quiet, ever, for any reason. But this is a life that I chose, and I love it very much. I'd love if somebody wanted to pop up and tell me about their pets. Kind of a favorite subject of mine. And I don't understand why my tripod is refusing to balance properly today. But we'll work with it. getting somewhere. I always say if you're not sure where to start with the leaves or anything of that's a decent amount of a color. I don't know if you can hear them very well, but they're actually saying give it back and forth. They want their blankets back. They're just going to have to wait. It's very much like having toddlers, I swear. Not sure what color to make the roses yet. Pink, red, or blue. I think they might end up being red. If I had a lot more patience, I would make them multicolored. If you've been around for a while, you've heard me talk about the multicolored roses that my partner got me for our first anniversary. They were really amazing. And I've gotten to the point where we are now pretending the birds are not throwing a screaming fit in the background because there is nothing I can do about it until their blankets dry. They are toddlers. They get attached to certain things. All right. I think we've gotten most of the leaves. We'll probably find one or two as I move around. Now the question is, what color do we make the wings, and then what color do we make the roses? I think we're going to go red for the roses, just because we can. And because I usually avoid making roses red for whatever reason. And I'm hoping my battery holds out for this one. I have not had a chance to charge as much as I normally do today. Mostly because I forgot to put my phone on charge while I was cleaning the bird cages. That would have been perfect timing. But, you know, stuff happens and you just kind of roll with it. I'll probably put it on hold, on charge while this uploads, and then I'll do my long form, which shouldn't be overly long today. I just have the final details to put in. Maybe I'll put before and after pictures up in my community. I don't know yet. In case you're wondering, no, my coffee is not a prop. At least not completely. I do actually drink it. I drink probably more coffee than I should, but I am very strong ADHD, and it actually helps me stay relaxed even when situations in the house are pushing my patience. Like, you know, birds that refuse to settle. They'll get there eventually, though. They are very upset with me. This is life. They can, believe it or not, even when they're doing that, they can still be incredibly sweet little animals. Right now they're angry with me because I cleaned their cage and took their blankets to wash. But they're also very delicate little animals, and you have to do that from time to time. I think. Let's do gold. I just had that pencil. Where'd it go? Oh, down here. Nope, that's brown. Anybody want a few birds? In reality, though, nobody else is getting hold of those birds unless something severe happens to me and my partner. They are my feathered babies. I love them even when they're being a bit much. And a lot like children, if they start to realize they're not getting their way, they'll usually start to distract themselves. They have toys, they have food, they have water, they have each other. No matter how hard they try to convince you, they are not neglected or abused. They're just maybe a little too spoiled. We're getting close to done, actually. Ooh. Pardon me while I knock my tripod over. At least they didn't do this yesterday. Yesterday I was working with a headache. Today I'm getting there. But that is where I'm going to go with this. I am going to go ahead and call it a day. And I will be back on for Monday. So I will talk to you guys then.